Hey, boy, how you doing? How's it going? Hey, Silky, how you doing? Hey, Patricia, how you doing? Well, you got some nice weather down there? Kind of cloudy up here today. Good girl. Good girl. You're a good Daisy. You're a good hun. Good dog. Good dog. Well, Amanda, she's doing fine. Yeah, we had a good time eating breakfast. Hey, Crystal. Yeah, you're right about that, Patricia. Yeah. Guys that went out and bought new plows and stuff. Wow, 6 degrees. That's cold. Hey, Love Music. How you doing? Hey, Elaine. How's it going? Kind of like a cloudy day. Could be a lot worse. Supposed to get some snow. Keeps skipping us for some reason. Wish we would get some. I mean, a real clobbering. Wish we'd get a real clobbering. I mean, really get nailed. Now it's down to a 50% chance. Not even cold here like it's supposed to be. Hey, Jay, how you doing? No, I won't hear from Ginger. She's in rehab for a month. 100% snow Saturday, but then the high is going to be 35. That'll wreck that. Sucks, no snow. Where's that at, Avalon? I forget where you live. Yeah, wild here as well, love. You get any of that good scotch over there, that single malt scotch? No, Nebraska, wow. I got kicked off a freight train one time in Nebraska near Grand Island, between Grand Island and Omaha. Oh my God, I would love that, Alley Cat. Yeah, Scotland would be cool. Give me some of that good single malt scotch. Yeah, whiskey is good, sure is. Is it Islay, however you pronounce it? Islay, I think it's Isley. Yeah, Scotch got that Scotch down. Jay, did you get a chance to listen to Ebony when I asked her? I said a lady that is on the chats quite regularly has a son that's addicted to heroin. Any advice? And she basically said there wasn't any, which sucks. But yeah, there was a guy when I was growing up from high school. They had moved from someplace, and he was a big shot at the railroad. At the time, it was Detroit, Toledo, and Ironton. He got me a summer job there one time. Then got pissed because I wanted to quit early so I could hitchhike around the country. But he ended up getting transferred to Grand Island. His name was Ralph Nurse, Nurse. Carolyn had a crush on me when I was a senior and she was a junior, and I just happened to look her up last year and she died. Couldn't believe it. Never got married. It looked like she lived with her mother. Worked at a candy store and a beauty shop. Can't believe she died. Natural causes. Yeah, but there's a lot of cheaper places, Patricia. I mean, $1,300 in a homeless are worlds away from each other. You're talking about $1,300 for yuppies living in Corktown, as opposed to finding a roof over your head that's heated. Oh wow, Ellen Camp. I should be getting my new camera Friday, I think. I got the lenses already. Yeah, although there's been weather change forever. Look at the Ice Age, for God's sakes, the Dust Bowl. There's been droughts before. Just go to your area and look up the record temperatures over the last 100 years. Everybody's acting like it's time to hit the panic button, and it's not. This is cyclical, and it's happened before. Yeah, I know, Avalon, yeah. Wow, Virginia, isn't that something? Hey, Sheila, how you doing? Yeah, I lived downtown Silky Silk for 13 years. Clark and Division. I've been everywhere in Illinois, a million times. I think it's a cool state. Once you get out of Chicago, though, it's basically like everywhere else. I had a good experience there. Amanda's doing well. She's recovered from her injuries and went to rehab. She's living with her mother. You haven't heard anything because you haven't listened to the videos or the chats. It's out there. Yeah, Detroit's interesting. Sure is. That's what I think, Avalon. Yeah. Silky, where do you live in Illinois there? Yep, no, she's doing fine. Hey, Violet, how you doing? Vermont's a beautiful state. I don't think I want to live there, though. Yeah, I mean, downtown, that bubble's already starting to bust. Commercial rentals are at an all-time vacancy rate. Restaurants are going out of business left and right. They better quit tooting their own horn on that because it's not sustainable like places like Chicago. This Gordie Howe International Bridge will do some. It's a mixed bag on how much it's going to benefit the people of Southwest Detroit. I will say, though, the people that they used uh, during the eminent domain program, they were pretty fair to. Oh, Peoria, okay. A lot of good basketball players come out of there. I've got a huge glass negative collection of a guy from Peoria around 1880. Yeah, crime rates are high everywhere. I did a lot of work down around Peoria. I mean, look at crime rates in Detroit and everywhere, really. And where they've traditionally had low crime, that's increasing. Sign of the times: no job, no middle income jobs that pay much. Sucks. Oh yeah, Daisy's doing well. She just came inside. Yeah, the truth of the matter is, though, Patricia, that property's been available for years. And most of the community didn't do anything with it then. I've been going down there 50 years, and there were all sorts of places people could have bought, and they didn't. So you can't really blame it unreachable because it was there when they were living there, and they didn't act on it. The people that live in Southwest Detroit weren't going to have anything to do with downtown to begin with. Yeah, maybe, Alan. Seattle has high pay rates and the crime's high. I mean, I don't think crime's going up because of dollar amount. figures on jobs. I think it's going up because of the lack of jobs in drugs. I just think there's going to be a readjustment with the middle income. You know, people keep holding places like Detroit to the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, and that's an unfair comparison. The world's changed. Hey, Carol, how you doing? Needs to pop for what reason? It's capitalism. I mean, they got to be large because they offered a product that people bought. I mean, it doesn't inherently make them villains. That's the problem. We don't have enough large corporations around anymore. They've all went elsewhere where it's a lower tax rate. Yeah, he's doing well. Yeah, Dan's a good guy. Well, part of it comes to, I mean, you got to be, you know, most of the people that are the working poor aren't educated. They don't have the skill. I mean, the old days of a guy working on an assembly line making $40 an hour are over. Hey, Larry, how you doing? Oh, really? Where's that at now? Where's that at? Patricia, what do you mean by held back? What do you mean held back? Oh, okay. Well, I can understand cold cars and a company that makes those laying off people. I mean, they've already got a lot of these fossil fuel burning plants on the shutdown list. There's one here in Michigan, actually, it's going to be shut down pretty soon, River Rouge. So there's going to be less coal cars made than ever. That's a federal government mandate. The Clean Air Act. Oh, that's interesting, Larry. Huh. Well, I don't think there. I mean, I think what it is, Ted. I mean, in my opinion, it's just you're going to see a different standard of living. It's just the way it is. I mean, there's too much of the dynamic that's changed for middle class America to think it's going to come back to like it used to be. It's not coming back. Either you find a way to become educated and learn a skill, or you become part of the working poor making $10 an hour, paying $1,200 a month in rent. It's really a huge shift. The middle class is not coming back like we're used to. It's not happening. Hey, Brad, how you doing? It sucks. I agree. But, you know, I mean, the middle class was, I don't want to say spoiled, but used to a standard of living that isn't going to be around any longer. Tax credits for hiring ex-offenders. Where at? Where are you talking about there? Pretty much, Avalon. That's true. It's the labor class that's really gonna, you know, really taking a hit. And basically, you know, people complain about there not being higher paid jobs for labor. Well, quit buying everything off Amazon and eBay and Dollar Store, and that could help. You can't have it both ways. I mean, the labor rate in the United States just came. If you were a corporation and you were manufacturing things and you were trying to make a profit, this notion that you're going to be around just to be a good guy and pay more than you have to is a myth. So companies that found better deals elsewhere went elsewhere. The United States is becoming a service industry, not a manufacturing empire. Everybody's making cars now, airlines, jets. It's changed. It's a world economy now. We're not the big guy in the block like we used to be. Yeah, no, I hope something can change in a good way for these people. Thank you. No, but I'll bet you, Avalon, that you buy things from companies that are the same as Walmart. You have to. There's no place to shop. What kind of cell phone do you have? What kind of computer do you have? Yeah, I believe that, JW. Yeah. But that's because of high labor rates. I mean, you can't really blame capitalism. It worked for a while. It doesn't work anymore. Well, Ted, I wish it wasn't that way. I mean, my dad was uneducated and worked double shifts as a laborer at Ford Motor Company for 38 years. But those days are over. Service industry, which isn't considered a skill, working at casinos, laborers at Walmarts, customer service reps at hotels, managers at fast food restaurants. Yeah, but Larry, that may be true, but I know 3 different instances where businesses cannot get workers' compensation insurance for someone that's a convicted felon, and that bonding companies won't bond companies if they have convicted felons. Now, maybe that would be appeal to some self-insureds, but the average small business, I don't think that's going to mean anything for. Brad, how you doing? I mean, if you stick to your guns on, trying to help local economies, macro and micro economics, you're going to consistently pay more for things, which you can argue is too much. If it's a competitive environment, it would seem like most people trying to get the best deal possible. Well, that's not buying at home. It's just the way it is. Avalon, do you go to Menards or Home Depot? You buy off Amazon? Take a look where the fruit and vegetables are coming from that you buy. I mean, it sucks, man. It's the reality of it. Hey, May, how you doing?
You've got mail.
I didn't say anything at all about Marguerite's children. Oh, you're talking about Ollie, yeah. She's a lunatic. I told you. I told you about her. I doubt that it's Ollie. I think she's too stupid to be able to put together something like that. I think it's her nutty daughter that signs in under her name. She's just as bad. Hey, Tasha, how you doing? Thank you. Yeah, don't pay any attention to her, May. If you bring these losers up, it'll just get them more clicks, which they don't deserve. I believe it, JW. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah. Take care, Alan. Seriously, May, that's what they thrive on. They're too dumb to come up with any content on their own, so they'll steal other people's, and they'll try and fish you off and get you to take the bait as if there's some credibility to their allegations. Just ignore them. Yeah, this is alive. Yep. Both those idiots are probably sitting now recording this chat because they have no other content. They sit around and look at other people's videos and other people's chats and critique them. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Oh yeah, Monica was a sweetheart. Yeah, it's too bad that happened to her. Yeah, it really doesn't though, because their whole MO is to get people to take the bait on their nonsense. And if nobody paid any attention to them, they'd never have any views. That's my way of looking at it. Hey Ray, how you doing? You too. Hey Basilis, how you doing? Yeah, I know. I mean, it's the way it is. It sucks. It's so easy to want to react to them, but they have no channel at all and no influence at all if you don't respond. I treat them both like one big giant fly at a summer picnic. I don't like it, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time trying to swat it. I get where you're coming from, though, believe me. Two class acts, Laurel Ollie and her daughter. She tried singing, failed. Sounds like a broken, scratchy record. The mom's been married 3 or 4 times. Neither one of them have anything that's marketable anymore. Yeah, the same exact thing. Nobody's going to watch her. She's got less subscribers every month. You get so many damn wackos on YouTube. It's ridiculous. Oh, okay, May. Have a good time. Watch out for deep holes. Wear your stiffest boots. There you go. It's a car accident you're talking about. Pretty good, Sue. How you doing? Hey, Mark. I don't see how cars run into each other where there's a light in broad daylight. What's that, Rachel? Let's see. Oh, they need the jaws. That must have got broadside. They need the jaws aligned. I'll ask about that, Rachel. Yeah, I agree, Classic. Yeah. Oh, good, thanks. Hey, Dee Dee, you told me the other night that the Gold Strike, that the horseshoes closed and the airports closed associated with Tunica. Both are open and doing well. They're not closed. What are you talking about? Hey, Dolly, how you doing? No, the Horseshoe is still doing well and the airport's not closed. You told me they were both gone and closed.
Okay, clear, thanks. Sorry about that. It was a little hectic in here.
No, it's not bad, Sue. Just like where you see it out front. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Dee Dee, I want to know why you told me that places are closed and you live near there and they're not closed. The casino's still open and doing all right, and the airport's still open. What are you talking about? Hey, Rachel. Hey, Prepper, how you doing? Hey, Becca, how you doing? Dee Dee, I'm going to block you from here. And the reason that I'm going to do it is because you live near these places and you said that the casino is closed and it's not, and that nobody goes there. That's not true. And the airport is still open, it's not closed. So it's just weird that you would make these statements and not have any idea what you were talking about. And with that in mind, I don't really trust anything you say, so I'm going to have to block you. I don't want those kind of people here. Just weird. Hey, Go Luck, how you doing? Doesn't get any stranger than that. Yeah, I thought so, Dee Dee. She lives near there. I think it's strange. I don't want her input on anything. I got the new lens. Yeah, they'll look brand new. Yep. I get the camera Friday, I think. Yeah, I mean, you can get a lot of stuff used, but you really got to search to get stuff that's like new, you know? I don't like scratches on my stuff or anything. My camera equipment looks like the day I bought it. And it was 2007. I got my last one. Yeah, Daisy doesn't really like running around in the mud either. Getting her feet wet if she doesn't have to. Yeah, they talked like we were going to get some snow today, but nothing. Saturday, maybe. Yeah, JW, that's a good guess. That's a good guess. I'm from West Branch, Michigan, so you know that. I think they do it to sensationalize, like they've got the inside scoop on something that everybody else doesn't know anything about. I can't figure it out. North Carolina, all right, the Bible Belt. Southern Illinois, I did a lot of work down there. Carbondale. I almost got nailed by a tornado down there one time. I just missed it. Oh, Florida Panhandle, you got all those nice white beaches. I'm running out of places to eat up around here. Long Island, all right. Oh, it's 2 hours. Wow, that's quite a drive. Oh, okay, that's cool. Boy, Southern Illinois kind of dropped off the map as a sports powerhouse. Oh, okay. No, Tallahassee, all right. That's cool. Do you like that soup? Oh, that's cool. Might go to that pizza place up in St. Helen. There's not enough good places. That's one reason I like going to Detroit too. Can get a Asian soup, good Mexican food, uh, Greek if I want it, Italian. Up here, you're screwed. Oh, thank you, Al. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got a pro thing, Midland, which is about an hour from here. Yeah, Southern Illinois, it's off the map. Hey, Pam. Yeah, it's pretty good there at that Johnny Noodles. Johnny Noodle King. But up here, I'm screwed to get something to eat. I'm sick of eating everything I've been eating at home. Hey, Coker, how you doing? Yeah, Terry, I don't know if I'm doing anything good. I'm trying to head that way, you know. Excellent. It's Middle Eastern, JW. It's actually Lebanese. You know, I never thought the food was that great in Chicago. Bangkok's good, yeah. I see in the news today that there's a food company in Hamtramck there. Federal government stopped them from making pierogies and seafood salad. You got to really be off the charts when the feds come in and shut you down. Glad I didn't eat any of it. Oh, I wish I could get some good pierogies. Oh, thank you, Lay. Appreciate it. You know, when I lived in Chicago, I mean, it depends what you call good food. I did like the Brazilian steakhouses, but as far as everyday food, not really. It was okay. I think Detroit's way better. Oh, really, Elaine? Yeah. Yeah, I like potato and cheese, potato or cheese. I don't like sauerkraut, really. It's warm, actually. It's like 34. Pretty much Avalon, yeah, you're right. Yeah, lamb is great. I like it as well. Yeah, they used to have a really good sushi place right down from Oprah's studio on Randolph. It was called Sushi Wabi. And when the economy took a dip, they went out of business, which was surprising. Wow, minus 14, that's cold. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not in Florida, though. Yeah, I enjoy talking to him, Terry. It's interesting. I wonder where that was at, man. Any place that had all you can eat sushi, I'd be afraid of because quality sushi is expensive. If it was all you could eat and it was $100, I'd buy it. But if it was all you could eat and it was $29, I would never eat it. You know, sushi is just like steak. There's many grades of sushi. Carson's ribs, are they out of business? I wonder if they're still there. I thought their ribs were good, not great. There's better ribs in Ann Arbor, if you ask me. No, gyros are basically gone. There used to be a good place in Ann Arbor. Gyros are even crap in Greektown and Detroit now. They're too time consuming to make a good one. They can't charge enough to get people to buy them, so they end up buying these frozen Gordon food, spiraled garbage. Yeah, smaller. Could have been sushi wabi. Oh wow, 75. Yeah, it could have been sushi wabi. That was an excellent sushi place. That was high grade sushi as well. Oh, great factory auto. Glad you like it. Oh, Boca, yeah. Did you ever eat at Uncle Ty's in the mall there? That was an excellent Asian food. I don't know if they're still in business. Hey, Erica, how you doing? Hey, Melanie. Yeah, I like those Texas steakhouses. I like the Texas de Brazil the best. I wish I could go to one of those right now. Clean out your car, that a girl, Erica. They're probably still around because there really aren't too many rib places left. Yeah, Brazilian all you can eat, yeah. I mean, I don't think they're expensive for what you get, but I haven't been to one in a few years. I'll bet you it's $70 now for the dinner. It's got to be up around there. We have one down in Bay City. I've never been to it, but you know, they're trying to pretend to be like a legit Brazilian steakhouse, and that's just not going to fly. Korean barbecue is good. I had to look this place up. I don't feel like driving down there today. If there was one close, I'd go to it. That'd be just perfect. A lot of them now are kind of changing. They want you to like pay extra for stuff. I don't mind paying for good food. Yeah, here they have one in Bay City. Opens at 5. Costella Brazilian Steakhouse. It's got a 4.5 rating. Yeah, here's this guy says, we have been to another Brazilian steakhouse. This was not a good experience. They do not understand customer service. It wasn't worth it. The portions are small, almost like snack pieces. You can never satisfy people at a restaurant. It must be a nightmare owning one. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying this place out though. Absolutely fantastic. If people are cheap, they're always pissed after they go to a Brazilian steakhouse. They think they're going to get it for like $19.95. So unfortunately, for the people that leave these reviews, you really don't know the type person that left a review. So it doesn't necessarily, mean it's accurate. Oh, Philly? Oh, okay. It's the same, honestly, I mean, my opinion, not that I'm some fine dining expert, but I think I know what good quality food is. I think cruise food sucks. It reminds me of one big giant Chinese buffet. If you've been around people that have like experienced good cuisine, they're not going to be bragging about 89 varieties of shitty tasting cupcakes. That's all canned bullshit on a cruise. Kind of like a casino, all you can eat seafood buffet. That's like an Arthur Treacher's Gone Wild. It's not legit great quality food. Not really, not really. You can actually get king crab legs cheaper in Toledo, Ohio than you can get them in Kodiak, Alaska. It's weird. Yeah, man, thank you. Yep. People say that I went on a cruise, all they talk about is the food. It's like, oh my God, you're kidding me. It's low end, it is, Way. Yep, you're right. All canned garbage. That speaks volumes about a person. When someone says to me they were on a cruise and they couldn't believe how great the food was, it just speaks volumes. They already just told me so much about themselves. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, May. Bingo. That's exactly right. Yeah, all Michael Jordan's restaurants that I know of it flopped, but basically they were using his name because you can't blame him. I mean, if you were a billionaire, the last thing I'd want was a restaurant with my name on it. Okay, Ray. They are, May. They are. You know, like Jack Binion Steakhouse. I mean, you get you spend 10 grand in an hour and they give you a certificate for Jack Binion Steakhouse. I feel like getting the steak and throwing it out the back window to the wild dogs. It's shit steak. It is. Yeah, you're right, Mark. All you can eat. Those are the same people that give Cracker Barrel 5 stars. You agree, though, May? It like speaks volumes. No, that's it, Elaine. Yeah, you're right. No, me either, Sue. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, May. I believe that, May. Yep. I mean, a good aged steak. I'm talking about an ass kicker. Like maybe, let's say, 30 ounces. If it's not $125, you need to go someplace else. You're right, May. Other people have to bring it to their attention. It's kind of like getting fair nachos at 7-Eleven. I've seen people coming out of there at 7-Eleven saying they're the best nachos they've ever had in their life. It's that thick, bright yellow, gooey, crappy cheese on the shittiest chips ever made in 20 degrees less than it should be in a paper carton. Ugh. She's probably about the same, Marguerite. That's exactly it, May. That's about right. Yep. I mean, for a top-notch dinner, you're right. And it's the same with seafood. No, Avalon, yeah, I bet you're right. Yeah, you kind of feel sorry for him, It's like, I wish like I had the bar set that low for happiness. If you can go into a 7-Eleven and you can get I think they call them stadium nachos, like they serve at sporting events, and you get a big smile on your face and you're debating whether or not you ought to go in and get a second order. They may really have life by the balls. I'm not shitting you. Instead of some miserable son of a bitch like me that's bitching about him 20 years after he ate the last order. Oh, thank you, Nana. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's a lot to finishing off beef cattle with grass feeding them. It's interesting. Oh, that's fine, Dawn. You didn't need to do that. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I think that's what they call them, isn't it? May, isn't that what they call them? It's something connected to a circus or fair or stadium. They call them stadium nachos, I think. I could be wrong on that, but it's something like that. Yeah, Larry, yep. Yeah, that's the way to go, Avalon. You're right. Now, Avalon, what cut of meat are you eating? What cut of steak is that tonight? Yeah, but I'm telling you, Don, if you're looking for good seafood or good meat, don't worry about the shipping because that's what it takes to get good quality food to your house. I've never had them either, but I know what they're talking about. I've seen them. Hey, Sue, look sometimes where you go, like in Pakistan and places like that, and they're cooking this spicy chicken, like in this big giant metal bucket. Man, does it look good with curry and brown nicely. It is, Ethan. Yep, just recently. Sirloin. See, sirloin's actually not a bad cut if you get it from a place like you did. Yeah, it's true, Elaine. Yep. Yeah, that's the way to do it. But I'll bet you money, Illinois prepper, it's hard to price meat at a retail rate and make a living because, you know, it's a tight market now and most people aren't informed consumers. Yeah, Middle Eastern food's great. Yep. I like curry. Yep. That's it, Evelyn. Yeah, I like curry. I like it. Yep. I think it has antioxidants in it. I could be wrong on that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything good to eat up here tonight. I froze a big old piece of salmon about a week ago and I got soaking it in water in the sink. I don't even feel like eating it. Might go down to that Brazilian steakhouse. Hey May, there's a book. I got it off Amazon. It was recommended to me by the best butcher around. This guy, his daughters all went to good schools, Northwestern, Stanford. And I was talking to one of the daughters about it, but she told me it's called Crafted Meat, I think. I bought it, and it is really excellent about meat and, you know, the way it's cured, aged, different ways they make sausages around the world. I found it really fascinating. But what I wanted to say is I do like the Brazilian steakhouses, but I can tell you that's low grade meat. It's just they do a good job with it with their spices. I bet they soak all that meat, tenderizer for a day before they cook it, and then they flame broil it and all that kind of bullshit. But it's not quality meat. I mean, truthfully, I mean, the finer cuts of meat, you know, it's how the marbling, how the fat is dispersed through the meat. I mean, there's different ways to explain it. You know, top-notch filet mignon, that's why. It's because of the fat and the way it's positioned in the meat. Now you can go the other way. I went and had some of those Detroit ribs at, what the hell's the name of that place? Vicky's. Now those are the lowest grade meat you could ever buy, but they know how to cook the ribs just right. And they have fantastic barbecue sauce that they put on them. So they get away with it. But it's the fat that helps make the meat taste so good. I mean, the last thing you want is super lean pork ribs. You wouldn't think they're good. You wouldn't think they're good because there wouldn't be much fat on them. But Vicky's was an experience, but I don't think I'd eat ribs there again. I'm sure I knocked off a couple years on my heart life eating there. Now, May, I'm going to give you a quiz now here. I want to see where you're coming from with cuisine. This is going to speak volumes about you. You ready? If there was a rack of ribs for sale and you could only afford half of it, would you want the long end or the short end? Right, man. Yep. No, I didn't try that. That doesn't interest me, a meatless Whopper. Okay, see, huh? Oh, you don't eat ribs? Why not? Violet, why not? Right on, Wanda. Bingo. Oh, you probably learned a lot, Cinderella. Yeah, that's about it, isn't it? It's just something that I guess I've experienced. But any Burger King I've ever been in just strikes me as just half-assed dirty. It's like a wannabe McDonald's. Oh, really? Huh? St. Louis, Sue. Oh, really? I like fried chicken. It's got to be well done, though. We've got that famous place about an hour from me. Well, about an hour and 15 minutes, Frankenmuth. You guys ever heard of that? It's like the number one grossing restaurant in Michigan. Been that way for like a billion years. I think their chicken's terrible. I'd rather go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, I bet those wild hogs, I bet that meat doesn't taste so hot. Oh, come on, May. Oh, really, JW? Huh. Nah, that invisible people, I don't care about him. He doesn't pay anybody. Big cheapskate. I don't care about other channels, what they do or what they don't do. Why would I want to get a hold of him? I don't care what he does. Yeah, he's also cheap, which is a huge turnoff. Yeah, I know, but if it's a wild hog, it's not like he's eating out of the same garden every day. You don't know what they're eating. And because of that, I'll bet it's not that good. Yeah, I don't care what he makes. Why are you talking about this stuff, Darlene? Lane just got done saying we don't talk about other channels on here. And what do? Talk about how much he makes a month. Yeah, that's a good idea. She'll kill any subscriber list, so no one wants to subscribe to a channel with her. She'll need to change her avatar. Now you want a channel that succeeds, May, not one that never gets off the ground. She's doing fine. Most of the soul food places that I know of are out of business. I'd like to find a good one. No, Terry, they don't. Sure don't. Yeah, I like talking to them, man. Yeah, I don't know her any good. Do you have any soul food places around you, Cinderella? Thinking about going down to that. I don't feel like driving down there. It's an hour. No, Coco's around, but I haven't run into her. I'd like to. Like to talk to her. Yeah, Jennifer's a tough one to run into. Oh, Karen. Cube, do you watch any of the videos that I upload? Do you ever watch any of the chats? Oh, okay. I went to a soul food place in Detroit like 30 years ago. I went in there. About 10 minutes go by. Uh, they don't wait on me. I said, "Why are you waiting on me?" They don't answer me. So I finally say, "Are you not waiting on me because I'm white?" She said, "Exactly." So I left. No shit. Oh, Karen. Tell them I'm as safe as you could get. Yeah, it happened. No kidding. Yeah, no, it never happened, Terry. No. No, I know you never hear the end of it, JW. Yeah, we don't have any places like that. I'm screwed for eating tonight. Oh, yeah, it's a coincidence. Rachel, your low IQ is showing up again. It's nice to see it can be influenced by 10-year-olds. That's a real valid point, Rachel. You're going to go far in life. Just keep up with the brilliant observations. Thinking again, Rachel. See you later, Reasons, you idiot. Know about Kelly. What do you want to know about her? I've handed hats and mittens out before. Hey, Adrian, how you doing? No, I haven't. Hey, Clint, how you doing? Yeah, pretty good day up here. Coco's down around there. Yeah, they've seen her. Yeah, that's good, Clint. I'm surprised a Brazilian steak place can make it down in Bay City. Oh, thanks, Q. Wow, Cinderella. Oh, thanks, Amanda. I'm here, Mark. Hello. My neighbor home. Maddie didn't have an incident. That's true, Cinderella. That's part of it. Good girl, hon. Good girl. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. Yeah, Daisy's guarding the house. Wow, Terry. Oh, congratulations, Lisa. Good for you. Yeah, Rush Limbaugh had a problem. Oxycontin. Remember his maid was buying him for him? Well, I think I'm going to sign off here and go to the grocery store, you guys. Yeah, I'm going to. I think I'll go to the butcher shop, get something. That's the problem. I can't get any like good fish. Oh, good for you, Terry. Congratulations. It's hard to do. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. Get a big fatty steak. Thank you. You too, Terry. I'll be on later tonight. Try and come back on tonight, you guys, if you can. Yeah, thanks, JW. Appreciate it. I'll see you, Elaine. I'll be on. See you, Cinderella. All right, Larry. Take care. All right, Wanda. Take care. That's true, Wanda. I agree with that. Yep. All right. Have a good day, you guys.